Aloha and welcome to season 4 of Aloha Authentic with Ka Makana Aliʻi.
Hey! We wanted to try something new. Thought that was pretty cool. Well, Aloha Authentic has reached its 4th season. So we wanted to start off with a cool bang and just say Happy New Year to everybody from Aloha Authentic and our ohana to yours. For our first season here on Aloha Authentic, we have some ʻonolicious mo'olelo to share with you, and we share ʻonolicious because nothing better than some ice cold açaí bowls on a hot summer day from no other than HI Cravings. So we have owners of HI Craving, Jessica and Kalani Kamanaʻo. Mahalo nui for coming. Mahalo for opening our show in such a beautiful voice. Better than mine. But before we get to their mo'olelo, and there's so much mo'olelo in the story of HI Cravings to share with you, we, of course, 4th season doesn't change anything when it comes to our protocol. So for all you new followers and new viewers out there, look down here. We get a bowl of poi. Of course, Tutu always said, when the bowl of poi is open on the dinner table, nothing of negativity is spoken, only stories of positivity and energy that will help to heal and perpetuate, not sour something where it's going to be so disgusting where we don't want to eat it. For example, açaí bowls is perfect because it's never sour and it's always fresh from HI Cravings. So we'll be getting to the mo'olelo to what mana and aloha is held inside there, because we usually bring poke on the show, but I purposely left it out because we have some flavors from our friends here. But before we get to there, of course, we have our Did You Know section of Aloha Authentic. So starting with season 4, we're going to share the la'au, or the plant, known as avapuhi mele mele. Avapuhi mele mele, or yellow ginger, is a root, or it's a plant that holds a very medicinal root that grows underground. The plant also has a very beautiful yellow and a whitish color flower that is edible, but the medicinal properties are held within the roots that grow underground. Any type of skin conditions such as rashes, eczema, or in local style we call kane, which is out of the rash that you get from going into the sun a lot. Any type of diseases with skin, you take what we refer to as the koko, or the blood, or the juice of the plant, or the root, and then you get it and apply it externally to the places of your skin that needs to be healed. Simple as that. But of course, if you want to move forward or learn more about la'au lapa'au, we highly encourage and recommend to seek more knowledge from other practitioners and people you may know in our community before you just jump in and do something that may not be the best for you. But of course, la'au lapa'au is here from God, different plants that hold different purposes to our lives here. So check that out. Go find out more about la'au lapa'au and avapuhi mele mele. That being said, we get so much mo'olelo, and we have 24 minutes to get to it. So, Jessica and Kalani, mahalo again for coming. If it's not social media, or if it's not driving around town, or if it's not just tasting how delicious your products are, share a little bit about what HI Cravings is and how you got to where you guys are today.
Sure, absolutely. HI Cravings was a small little business. We are still small but growing. Started in a garage, selling our smoothie bowls, and it started as such a basic concept, but it grew into something that was thriving within the community. We would kids would be walking home from school, and I decided one day, let me sell these bowls that I make for my family, and it became more of a kind of like a hangout. The kids would walk home from school, I'd make them a bowl, they would eat it, walk home, come back. Eventually we had tables and chairs outside in our garage where our community would all come, and everybody would just kind of hang out at the house, sit on the tables and play games. So we would have little board games and stuff, and it just kept growing, and it really developed a strong connection with us to not only our neighbors but our community around, not just in Kapōlei where we're based, but around the island, because outsiders, people started coming in and saying, oh, what is this product, what is this about? And it developed, more from just selling, this bowl to, giving back to the community and growing yourself as a small business and growing other small businesses. So our concept has definitely changed over the years as far as why we do what we do, but as far as what we offer, it's definitely something ʻonolicious.
How long have How long have you been in operation or in business?
You can answer that one.
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Flew by real fast.
Real fast.
October 2013.
But I remember you guys was known as a different name prior, Just the Best.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yes.
give a little bit of mana'o about that.
Yeah, sure. It's actually
Why
funny.
is Jess so the best?
Oh my gosh. It's so embarrassing for me because I don't know. I'm not super shy, but I'm not very super outgoing either. But it was a joke. At that time, 4 years ago, Instagram was really, popular, and everybody wanted, an Instagram page. It was just like the new thing. And I was like, let me start a page, for my business, put pictures of my bowls on there, whatever, no big deal. And I was like, what should the name be? And there you go, searching all these names you're thinking of that's not taken, and you keep trying to look. And then my father-in-law was like, oh, call it Just the Best, Just the Best. I was like, Dad, no, that's so stupid. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, this is the best and I am the best. Like, that's so weird. That's not like me. That's not. And I was like, okay, whatever. I just need to put it on there and then I can just change it later. So I made it Just the Best Açaí Bowls because I wanted people to know like who we were, who I was at that time, and what we were offering. And it was just something catchy and simple. And I was like, I'll change it. And literally, I never changed for a little while.
So where did High Cravings come from
Yeah.
or come into play?
High Cravings. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, well, we wanted a business name that could resonate in the nationwide. So we came up with Cravings, and we're like, you know what, wherever we go, we gotta always represent Hawaii. So that kind of came into play. The HI, we put HI before the Cravings, because we know Onolicious, you talk about Onolicious, same meaning in English is cravings. So we figured, you know what, let's try and put the HI before that, and then that's where that came about. But fortunately, High Cravings, that is our business name, but still the locals call us Just the Best.
Yeah, so we kind of know, at what point of our growth did we meet certain customers by what name they call us.
It's like from the names that your friends call you. You can tell if I met them in college, if they're from high school,
Yeah,
if they're from
exactly.
days, Hanabata days, or whatever.
Exactly.
That's cool. So how did you start? I mean, 4 years, I'm pretty sure your story shares a lot within 4 years. But as an aspiring, and I'm sure there's a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs out there as well who don't know how to just start something. They have this concept, they have an idea of what's in the future and what they want to do and where to go, but not know how to light that fire. How did you start yours?
Right. I think when I first started, I was, of course, doing a lot of different things at the same time because you have bills to pay. We live in Hawaii. It's very expensive. But I was in school, and I went to the business teacher and asked them, hey, this is my idea. I did a test run out of my garage. Of course, it's not the best way to do it. But, I mean, how did I start? Simply put, a lot of trial and error. I asked questions. I failed a lot. I was told, it wasn't going to work by, very important people to me at that time, and not family, like business professional people. And I don't know, I guess for me, being put in a position where you feel like somebody's telling you can't do something is kind of like that fire that's like, okay, now we're going to figure this out and we're going to do it. But business-wise, there's a lot of, just going through business over the years, there's a lot of resources that are open. I'm not sure if I can mention specific names, like the Mink Center was a big help to us. The SBA is also a really great resource. SBDC. There's a lot of different places to go. I think it's finding a connection with a mentor or a counselor that really understands your vision and where you're trying to go and is willing and able and has the time and knowledge to work with you that really helps you accelerate your business. As far as growing it though, they're not going to do the work. You have to do the work. So there's a lot of messing up. I mean, we've gotten closed down before a bunch of times, done a lot of things that we shouldn't have done as far as, oh, this isn't the business way to do it. But you know what, we learned and we edited it and we moved on, moved forward. So as long as you're persistent and in your idea and in the story you're trying to translate or the cause you're trying to address with your audience, I think that is so powerful, that you believe it and you live it and you do it constantly. And once you put your focus into just that, you'll grow exponentially. When I let go of everything else that I was doing and just focused on, hey, this is us, this is our story, this is what we're trying to do, we we grew exponentially.
And I know since you pointed out, and of course we want to give recognition because I know you guys are graduates and it has a lot to do
Yes.
with your operations, is at the Patsy T. Mink Center, which is located at the YWCA in Honolulu. They offer free counseling for entrepreneurs of giving you a clear idea and path to take your concept into reality. So I know you guys have gone through that program. Myself has actually gone through a program, and that's how we initially met. But if any aspiring entrepreneurs out there, we just want to put it out there, check them out. If you don't have any idea where to start and you're hearing this message and you still have no idea, check out the Patsy T. Mink Center, and they will get your foot on a first platform for you to continue and learn how to move forward. That being said though, and you touched upon things that you didn't learn, and I'm looking at these bowls, and the whole point was to talk about and show you this. We'll get to that point, so don't change the channel yet. But I wanted to kind of just jump ahead to this question since we've touched upon the trials and errors. A lot of times, and I speak for myself, when a lot of people give a lot of good compliments, and I'm sure you guys get a lot all the time, of how good you guys are doing, how the things that we do, how much we're growing and moving forward. But I want to kind of take the light and share it to behind the stage where a lot of people don't see, you know, all the things and the trials and the opportunities that are given to us to learn and do better next time. Either if what you've done in the past or what you're continuing to do, what are some examples that you've went through when it comes to challenges or that you're continuing to go through?
Like hardships we've encountered,
Yeah,
or
the
things to
things
look
that
out
people
for.
don't really see, but painting a picture of what it really takes to run your own business
Yeah.
and be your own entrepreneur.
Do you want to start this one?
Yeah, I can start.
On
Sure,
what
go ahead.
challenge?
I can start with one thing.
You can start, I'll finish.
You know, being in the state, in the United States, we have the element of our government. So with that, building credit, a lot of us, just people in general, we're not taught in school how to build credit. So when it came for us to get a loan, it was hard for us to get a loan because we didn't know about credit. So learning about credit, I think, is a challenge because you're gonna need to know that. And money management, when you have a business, you're gonna have to build a team, and that includes someone who runs operations, someone who does the financing, and then someone who does your sales and marketing. I think that's crucial. You're gonna be doing it all when you're a business owner. You're gonna start off. You're gonna do all of it, but until you realize that you gotta put these people into play, that's when you can actually work on top of your business. I mean, that's just one of the challenges.
What are a most recent challenge?
Most recent
you're going through?
challenge. In this stage of business, I feel like just holding on to our staff is a really big challenge because who we have developed into are owners who want our staff to grow. We want our team to grow. We want to be the best leaders we can be for them so we can encourage them and aid them and network them to other resources that will help them in their careers, whether it's fighting or pageants or photography or art. We want to connect them so they can also grow themselves. It's not just about us, and we don't want it to be that way. We want to constantly include others, other businesses, our staff, and all collectively grow because that's better for us. It's better for Hawaii. It's better for the people around us, for the kids to see people actually being motivated and not being just motivated and then not growing from it. How far can we go? And I think that's one thing that we kind of limit ourselves to, like, oh, let's just, make in the garage. You never see yourself getting, oh, let's go to the mainland. Oh, let's go to Japan. Oh, let's go everywhere. We kind of put that limitation on ourselves and we don't let ourselves grow anymore past a certain point. Let's just keep it a closed family business. We do have the capabilities to grow ourselves if you want to, and we want to be role models for other businesses to grow themselves, resources for them to help them grow themselves, and also grow our staff, grow our team. But holding on to our staff, you get them so good, and then they realize, I can do this, I am capable, and they move on, they go towards their dreams, and you got to be happy for them. So holding on to them is tough. Being in a big location is a more prominent location, also comes with a more prominent rent, unfortunately. But we have to continue to get that business in,
Life.
People might say like, oh, just the best, they're so busy lying out the door. Only on the weekends, Monday through Friday, we're really quiet, and we need to constantly get that business in order to pay our rent our bills, you know.
So now I see you guys driving around a lot in some high craving van. So
Yeah.
is that your, something new for you guys?
Yes.
What
yes,
what
definitely.
is, if you can share, to come, if there's anything to come in 2018 for people to keep an eye out from High Cravings?
Do you want to share anything?
2018.
Yeah, that's next year.
Well, oh my gosh, next year's like, yeah.
No,
Oh, this year. We're
yeah,
in January.
technically we're in,
this will air
yeah,
in
we're in
January.
2018.
oh yeah.
So this year.
Yeah.
So for us, I think we're gonna try and, you know, one, focus more on our team a lot more, which is not gonna be, you know, seen on the outside. I mean, a lot. We've been working on our team and developing our business healthy in the interior of it. On top of that, we're gonna be searching for growth out in nationwide. So
Right on.
whether it comes in 2018 or not, you know, we're gonna be striving to our goals.
Reach that
Because
goal.
the one thing that we did that was pretty crazy was that we would set our goals, and before that timeline hit, we're over here. We made the goal already, and we're hitting it way before that timeline.
Right on.
So hopefully we can do that again.
Yeah. I'm out of the park, boo. Okay, I keep staring at this, and because of the time limit, we gotta kind of scratch a couple questions. But I want to bring attention, at least show the beauty of what you guys do. And I see two different bowls here, but I'm looking at the one with the kulolo and the poi and the kalo inside. So just share with us, what ingredients do you work with when you create these masterpieces?
Sure. Do you want to talk when we talk?
I can talk about one
Yeah.
of them.
Talk at the same time in harmony.
So yeah, of course we have the açaí in this bowl, our exclusive granola, vanilla almond granola. But the thing about this bowl is called a native bowl because we try to put our you know, the Hawaiian things inside there. We have lehua honey from Big Island, kalapa'a, and kulolo. These are all taro based. Pretty sure you can explain
Oh,
the mo'olelo about
I get the poi right
Poi.
next to you.
That's already 3 different local businesses
Yeah.
right there, plus the bee pollen, which is
Yeah.
the 4th one.
So through your
So-
business, you're supporting other local
Oh,
businesses.
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's a little bit more expensive, but as long as, you know, the consumers understand, hey, we're trying to all support each other, the bowl is ʻono.
Yeah. So I see a lot of different fruits. With
Yes.
every bowl that you push out, or even when you started this, what is your main mission that you try to achieve, or the main message that you try to leave in people's minds and hearts and na'aus when they purchase your bowl or when they acquire your bowl?
Do you have a strong perception on this?
One, you know, when they, just like, you know, eating poi, like, even though poi is acquired taste, it's culture, you know? So, kind of like eating our bowls, you know, hopefully when you eat it, you know, just dipping your spoon into there, tasting all the flavors combined, because, you know, we have on our basic bowl, pineapples, watermelons, you know, all those different flavors, but when you eat it in one combination, it's a different feeling. So hopefully that feeling can carry out to wherever they go, and they remember, you know, oh man, that taste. That
Or
I
just
had.
like the look of it. It's so, everything is so fresh, and the look on customers' faces, like they're so excited to be like, oh my gosh, what does that taste like? Especially if it's the first time. But when we first started a while back, we had a lot of comments, you know, it's either I get this or I get a plate lunch. And if you're looking at health benefits, we wanted to offer something that, one, tasted good, and that was at an affordable price. And the price of açaí on the market is tripled since we've started business, but it's pretty expensive. So we wanted to offer, you know, a healthy alternative. We wanted to offer life and balance, and customers do have those options to pick and choose what they liked, but also still offer the basic product at an affordable price.
You know what's funny?
For us to eat healthy.
Out of all these things,
What's funny? Tell me.
a cookie dough. That's our
We
most
tried.
popular
Come
item.
up with
The
the
cookie dough.
Yeah.
healthy cookie dough. Yeah, because that's just what, it's like, to me, when I see that, I think of, in Hawaiian, we say ho'oikaika kino, which means to strengthen your body. And for me, I just see, like, you know, when you get your midnight munchies and you want something nice and sweet, but
Yes.
you want something ʻono at the same time. This kind of like pushes it all together, because
Yeah.
it's like when you eat a bowl of pho. When I'm done eating a bowl of pho, don't you feel like so healthy? So to me, it's the same way. It's like something really delicious to acquire your wants, but in a
Yes.
very healthy manner.
Yes.
So you promote that ho'oikaika kino.
You don't
that-
have that dairy in there either. The blends are all good.
I'm looking at the kulolo, so
Yes.
we're gonna have to start moving off from
Yes.
that. But at least giving you give the idea. And with all of this, in your perspective, what makes you different than the rest of your competition?
Oh man.
Who may, let's also say, be owned and run from people who's much older than you. You know, being a young millennial entrepreneur, what is the thing that makes you different?
We are so big on quality and the variety that you get at our shop, the variety of the base, the smoothie blends that you get, or the toppings. The fact that you can walk in and customize it, and every bowl's full of the fruits and things that you select, completely sets us apart. We're not so into the profit margins of it. We would rather be more unique, and we'd rather give you something that you can't get anywhere else at this quality. And we do have a lot of competitors and, you know, copies that pop up. That's business. You know, people are going to do what you're doing, but we're still adamant about doing it the best, keeping it the freshest, providing the portions that fit the price. And the bowl that you actually get if you walked into the shop and ordered either of these, that's what it looks like. So we feel really, really strong about that.
Awesome. And then, I just wanted to put it out there because I know you mentioned, I had a brain fart, so we're going to move on from that. Oh, I know what it was. I seen you very engaged, and I think I was asked this question in this last interview that I did, is why is it important to support local? And my response was, I mean, there's so much lists I can answer, there's so much answers I can give that would provide you a list. But I see you are engaged with something called Shop Small Hawaii.
Yes.
In a quick minute, can you share what that is with our viewers?
Yes, we definitely consider ourselves small business advocates. As you said, Shop Small Hawaii is a resource, website, also an Instagram where you can go and see different small businesses exposed and find out how you can help them. One, how can I help them as a consumer, but two, also how can I learn from these businesses? You asked me earlier about hardships. So we'll be sharing, you know, different businesses, hardships and growth and things like that. And what resources did you go to? What problems did you have? So I feel like it's a learning opportunity for us with a very entrepreneurial mindset, and also a great option for consumers because we'll be offering little discounts and stuff from those businesses that are featured, as well as just knowing as a consumer, how can I help, you know, support local? Like, how can I help this business? I don't ever want to see, you know, so-and-so go out of business. How can I help them? Are they struggling? And just to, you know, that is aloha right there.
Build that
I feel
community.
like that.
Oh yeah,
Big time.
definitely. Now, with a little bit time left,
Yes.
Couple more questions. But one, having 4 years under your belt and all those experiences, good and bad, pro and cons, what is some tips that you could confidently share with our aspiring entrepreneurs out there of how they can, you know, one, get it going, but two, stay persistent in what they do and not quit?
One, tell my wife this all the time. You know, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you got to have the mindset that you can lose everything and be okay with it. The other thing is that don't be afraid to fail, no matter what. Don't plan to fail, you know. But after you fail, what are you gonna do after that? 'Cause
Focus and get things done. There's always a lot to do, but you have to get it done. If you want to get to the next level.
And just keep going. Just keep going. Don't let nobody stop you. In fact, surround yourself with people that's gonna be positive. Surround yourself with people that's gonna eat some good poi.
You know you're gonna get when you come on the show. Oh no, yeah. I mean, especially I think that's a good thing because there's, you know, it's weird to say, but the generation below us, you know, we can see with our own eyes how these new generations are coming up and their lifestyle, and it's tipsy-turvy, you know. So one thing I think that's a really good point is surround yourself with the most appropriate people in your life. You're like a sponge. You're only going to suck up what water is around you. So suck up some ʻonolicious water that is very valuable to what you're trying to do. And I think we all have experienced letting people who don't fit in that category kind of drift ourselves away because we have a goal in mind. And I think that's a very important message to leave. Aside from that, we ask all of our guests on the show, what is aloha to you? Through everything you do, you've done, and that you will do, what does that word mean to you?
Okay, so I'm gonna mention this brother from Kailua. His name is Jeff Kirby. No matter what, even to his last dime, if someone needed it, he would give. No matter what, no matter how hard he struggled, no matter what he did, he would always, if someone needed it, he would give. So aloha to me, aloha has many meanings, but one meaning is, you know, respect and give and just show the aloha. And then when you do that, to me, you can see people when they come to Hawaii, a lot of people, they say, oh, you know what, these people are so kind, so giving, and that's one part of aloha. So within our business too, we try to show aloha as much as we can with that. So that's just one section. My wife probably has another.
No, I like how he spoke about Jeff, because you always.
You had to say that.
We just lost Jeff recently this past week. He was a really good friend of ours, but not only supported our business, anybody we'd put him in contact with, he would find a way to support them, find a way, how can I help you? That is aloha to me. How can I help you? You tell me how I can help you, and me helping you is me spreading that love and that aloha with you.
So putting people before yourself, putting others before
And in a way, we know that comes back.
Yeah. I just would like to say, if you sat in this studio, you can catch that feeling from you guys. And through how you explained your work, I can kind of get that's what you're trying to get through your products and what you do as well. So we're going to have to start to extend this show to an hour episode because these half an hours go by real fast. But all of that being said, I just want to give a warm mahalo for you guys jumping on and being our first guests and creating that nice clean footstep for our 4th season here on Aloha Authentic. And for all of you guys, mahalo nui for tuning in for the past 3 years and growing us to where we have been now. There's been pros and cons, up and downs, as we've talked about, the things that you don't see behind the scenes. And I'm going to tell you real fast that this morning was a very frustrating morning getting everything set because things just never work out the way that you expect them and plan them to. But that being said, I was always told from a good friend of mine, Jessica and Kalani, everything will always be all good always. So that's always what plays in my mind. That being said, we invite you. We have our new Aloha Authentic YouTube channel that is up and going and is growing and evolving. So we humbly request that you get yourself to youtube.com/C/Aloha Authentic. C is for channel, but that's our YouTube URL to go and subscribe to our growing YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram at aloha.authentic, Facebook at Aloha Authentic, and make sure you tune in next month on our new times for 2018. Our new episodes will air every first Friday of the month at 6:30 p.m. on Olelo Channel 53 and replay itself for the remaining of the month for only 4 Saturdays. If there's a 5th Saturday, cut that one out, it doesn't play. But replay itself all Saturdays at 10:30 in the morning on the same channel. So until next month, have yourself a great new year. See you in February. Aloha, authentic, and ahui ho. Aloha.